Hey coaches, it's Coach Nicole here from Kaya Fit Lafayette with today's workout, and we are all about grip strength. Grip strength is really important and actually can be indicative of longevity. So, especially as we age, we can't hold on to things, we can't pick things up. We want to be able to prolong that for our Kaya girls as long as we can. So, we'll start with a head to toe warm up that will reflect that. So 30 seconds each. We're going to start with chin up, chin down, okay? Then ear to shoulder. We want to loosen up that neck because actually all of these muscles in the upper part of the back will also affect our grip and maybe some of that fatigue as well later on. Neck rolls, I like to go only in the front. I don't usually cue it in the back. It's not something I'm comfortable with, so I just don't cue it. Arm circles, we'll go a couple forward, couple reverse, okay? Tell me to get both sides, both directions, and then we're gonna wrist rolls, so we're going rolling and flexing, so take the entire 30 seconds to get through that. T-spine rotation, so I'm gonna keep my hips and toes pointed forward, but I'm gonna use my belly button as the marker. Everything from above that is gonna rotate. Hip circles, so I'm gonna widen up the stance, hips back, side, forward, side, and connect it all. Go a couple each direction, say usually 3 or 4 in each direction. And then we go knee hugs. Okay, so windmills. So feet stay wide. I'm gonna sit those hips back and reach towards the opposite, okay? But I'm not gonna round my back, okay? Because we get some better movement out of the hamstrings that way. Knee hugs, make sure we bring that knee up to us so we get a little balance in there too, okay? Keep that posture. That Y squat, we're gonna set and squeeze those shoulders down and back, arms are straight. So have them go to their depth of comfort. Because again, if they go too low and it doesn't start to look good, then we just lose the quality of the movement. So squeeze those glutes, stand up strong, keep those abs on. The rest of the warm-up, you're gonna go through round 1. So it is a team, okay? We're gonna need groups of 6. Your time's gonna be either 10 minutes or 12 minutes. If you know your group can hang for 12 minutes, awesome. If you know they're gonna need about 10 minutes to still get a good workout out of this, but maybe they don't have as much endurance, keep it 10, okay? So A team, groups of 6. First person in line is gonna be the counter. Once they're done, they yell switch, and then it waterfalls from there. Everybody moves to the next station. Person at the last station, boom, goes to the top and is now the counter. So kettlebell swings, okay? 24 of them. We're gonna sit those hips back, squeeze the glutes, make sure we're getting some good power out of that. And the arms and the kettlebell are just along for the ride, okay? Next one is resistance band rows. So we stand on the middle of that band. We're gonna row. Okay, I'm gonna stay nice and tight, rowing into my ribs, not up to my armpits, okay? So we're still squeezing those glutes, keeping that good posture. Everything's tight up top. Plank shoulder taps. So I'm in a high plank, or I can go to a balance level plank. The most important thing is that I keep my hips and my shoulders square to the ground. Do that by squeezing the glutes and keeping those abs really tight. Next one is dumbbell or handbag lateral lunge with a heartbeat, okay? So we're gonna keep that weight up here. We're gonna alternate the lunge, but once I stand is when I give that heartbeat, okay? It's really important that you do that because this is what I see a lot of times. They start to reach out here. As that weight goes out, it's a lot more pull on that low back. It's just not something we wanna mess with. So heartbeat at the top. Dumbbell skull crushers, hold on to the fat part of the weight, okay? We're gonna hinge from those elbows, extend so that we straighten out those arms and get some good movement out of those triceps. And then the last one is a bent over plate reverse fly. So 2.5s, 5s, or 10s. Hold your fingers in the hole and around that weight. Squeeze and set. Keep those shoulder blades down and back, and always squeeze those glutes. Okay. If you've ever seen those, cartoon monkeys or something like that, as they go with the cymbals, that's the plane of movement that we want. If the arms are too far down here, it looks weird, and if it's too far up, we're not working the right muscle. So keep it right in line with that chest. When you're done, split into groups, split the team in half. So if you have your team of 6, or maybe you had 7 girls, you had some person paired up with another, that's fine too. What you want to do is have then groups of 3 and then maybe that group of 4. So you're going to have about 20 yards apart on the start line. Each team should have 2 handbags, 2 kettlebells, or 2 dumbbells, okay? One for each hand, okay? So if I'm starting, I'm gonna walk down to my partner, hand my weights off to her. She's gonna come on back to the other partner at the first cone, hand them off, they're gonna come to me. Okay, so you just wanna keep rotating it for that 3 minutes. Couple things on the farmer's carry is we wanna have that good posture. You don't wanna see them teeter-tottering, so really keep those abs on, and we want those weights a little bit out, okay? And that's gonna really fire up that grip, really get their lats going. So it should be challenging. So you want it to be about 15 pounds, 20 pounds. If you have 18s, that's good too, or maybe even 25 pounds, but make sure the weights are even on each side. But yeah, so that should give them a good run, okay? Second round is A-team style. All the equipment can stay right where it was. Only thing that you will need is boxes for the counter instead of a kettlebell. So those boxes will be either for 12 box jumps or step up. So as we box jump, okay, we want to step down, okay, or with our step up, that means 6 on each side. Resistance band pull down, that just means the resistance band is looped over a pull-up bar. Again, we want to get into that good athletic position, get those shoulders away, and rip it down, control it up, rip it down. Plank punches, so we're in a plank position, balance level or Kaya, okay? We are looking at our fingertips and punching forward. Next one is dumbbell or handbag curtsy, so that just means in my curtsy, it should look a lot like my reverse lunge, but I'm gonna cross over that midline, okay? So the midline is the line that cuts my body in half, okay? So once I do that, if you have light dumbbells, one for each hand, that's great. Or let's say I only have one, boom, and then I switch my hand after I switch my leg, okay? The weight will just switch as my lunge does. Dumbbell floor chest press with a bridge. Okay, so one weight in each hand, and then plate or a light dumbbell pinch hold. So all you'll need for that is with the plates, okay, I would say maybe 10s. You want to get your fingers around the edge of that plate and hold. Again, good posture, keep those abs on. We don't want to be arching out of the back. We want to keep everything locked in. Or if you have a light dumbbell, maybe a 5, I would say grab around the fat part of the dumbbell and do the same thing because we want to work that grip. And then the last thing is a team challenge, pull-up grip challenge. So let's say we have our teams lined up. First person in line goes. They're going to be up and hold for as long as they can. As soon as they drop, next person has to go. But the last team holding on is the team that wins. Have a good one.